Mr. Allen, I am currently having discussions with a Baptist who claims he is not Protestant. He says his roots are not in the Catholic Church. He says he is not, quote, protesting anything. He traces his spiritual roots to Jesus by way of, quote, other Bible believers through the centuries, end of quote. He claims that Baptists are the remnant that were not corrupted by Constantine and the Catholic Church. How would you respond to him? Thanks, Robert.
Well, I've heard that when my minister told me that, you know, the church apostatized under Constantine. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, Constantine, after him was the doctrine of the Trinity was formulated. After him, the Bible was formulated. So how can apostate church get the scriptures and the doctrine of the Trinity and the natures of Christ right? So something doesn't jive there. And as far as him being the original Bible believers, the Bible, what did you do for the first 4 centuries then? Where was your faith? Because there was no finished Bible.
No collective.
There was no collected canon. So if you were a Bible believer only, you didn't have a church for the first 400 years. Yeah. To be the true church or to be connected with the original Christians, you have to be apostolic. You have to be able to connect yourself back to the apostles. And I'm not talking about lip service, you know, spiritually I'm connected. You have to show a physical connection back, trace yourself back to the apostles and Peter, and you have to show that not only that you can trace yourself back, but you believe and practice and teach what they did. That's how you determine, I think, that's one thing.
I don't want to belittle the gentleman who felt that way in that the emailer was speaking about, but it sadly shows this thread amongst particularly fundamentalists, kind of an anti-historical view. You just got the Bible, that's all I need, and I don't need to know any history from the apostles to the founder of my local church. You know that.
It ended at Acts 28 and picked up at my church. You know, there's 1,500 years, 1,600 years, sometimes 1,900 years between those things.
And that's the only way that people can hold views like that. And it's sad, especially when they say they aren't even Protestant. Again, that just shows they don't even know the history and the struggles of the 16th century. Let's take our